All right. So it says prepare as a bride adorned for her husband, right? But I'm finna get a quick precept just to break down that New Jerusalem coming down from out of heaven, right? So because once again, it's not going to be no building that's coming down from the heavens. And for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you grape juice drinkers, you Christians that's still in them churches being deceived by you pastors, y'all need to come out of that dark sinking hole, man. Because ain't no building finna be coming out of the sky. Just like, you know what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and get this right quick. This is what it is. First Peter chapter 2, verse 5. It says, ye also are alive, are lively, yeah, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, right? Because if you read Romans chapter 12, right, verse 1, it says, present your body as a living sacrifice. So the whole for elect is going to be presenting a body as a living sacrifice, right? It says, also as ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, right? How are you going to be built up? By being edifying, right? Because the word edify means to be built up. So we in the spirit. Lord willing, I pray that I'm a part of that elect. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord of GMS from Tahar all the way down, we being spiritually built up by edifying each other through the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice, right? Because you're supposed to be present your body as a living sacrifice, acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Because if you read in Acts chapter 7, verse 48, the Lord don't dwell in temples made with hands, right? Because your body is the temple. So therefore, when the elect come out of this, out of heaven, out of the chariots back onto the earth, they're going to be the New Jerusalem, right? It says, let me see something right quick. And then when you read, it says, come down from, come down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride, right? Prepared as a bride. So let me find this quick precept on my phone, right quick. Jeremiah, what did it? Jeremiah 6:2. It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2, because it says, prepare as a bride adorned for her husband, right? So this is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So the daughter of Zion, which is Zion, is the, you know, saying the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces, because we make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Our forefathers is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But this is how the elect is going to be, because they're going to be that bride. They're gonna be that delicate. They're gonna be that comely and delicate woman, that bride. Because why? They was virgins. They was, and the meaning of the word virgin means pure. They stayed pure all the way unto the end. How you stay pure? By keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of your ability, blowing that trumpet, warning our people, edifying the body, showing brotherly love, praying unto Yahweh by Shemel Shah for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to keep you whole, to not forsaking you, make you sharper, and also give you more understanding, man. Staying pure unto the end. So it says, adore for her husband, right? Adore for her husband. So let me get 2 Corinthians chapter 11, what it is, verse 2. It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have if I said it right, espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahweh Shai. So who is our husband? Yahweh Shai. He is the bridegroom. Yahweh Shai is our husband, man. Because why? The Lord, he is a Yahweh Shai is a jealous power. We don't supposed to have no other God. But we don't supposed to be having. Let me get that. All right. All right, this is Exodus chapter. Get that. Exodus chapter. I think it's 20. Yep. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. It says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we said we don't supposed to be having no other gods before him, because while we are married unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but ultimately the elect is going to be that bride. The elect is going to be that bride and comely and delicate woman that come down from out of heaven, man. So made a point on. I made that point on that one. What is this? Boom. Now I'm gonna get go back to Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 15, verse 1. "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that have gotten the victory over the beast and over his image," because the elect, they're gonna overcome this system, man. Gonna overcome the of this world, man. Because why? Yahweh Shai overcome the world when he was on the scene, man. And over his mark overcome the RFID chip, and over the number of his name, and stand on the sea of glass having the harps of the Most High, right? Because they're gonna be in the chariots, man. They're gonna be looking down while America being burnt up, man. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lambs, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints," man. So, you know what I'm saying? I went back to the elect being in the I should have saved that Jerusalem scripture. But I went back into how the elect is going to be rejoicing, how they're going to be delivered when they beamed up in the chariots. So got one more scripture, I'm gonna end it. And like I said, I pray, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Yeah, I should have saved what it was. So this is Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 26. "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there should not one of them perish." So the servants that should not perish are the 144,000, man. The 1/3 women and children, right? And the 144,000, they should not perish. For I will require them for I will require them from amongst thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness come and others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So that's the point, man. It says they should not, it says, "And there should not one of them perish." So the 144,000 they're not going to perish, man. Because why? They fear Yahweh Bashim Shai. The angels are camped around about them. And also they're going to be delivered. And they're going to be, while the 2/3 and other heathen nations, they're going to be weeping and mourning and sorrowful. No, the 2/3, they're gonna be weeping and mourning, because why? They didn't listen to the men of the Lord. And also the heathen nations, they're gonna perish, man. But the 144,000, they're gonna be rejoicing in the chariots. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you sincere argument that's out there laboring in truth and sincerity. And with that, and in the few Akwafim and the children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. And with that, I want to say Shalom.